So last class we discussed about all case manipulation functions and character manipulation functions. Okay. So the next thing is number functions we'll discuss for today. Okay. So there are few functions which we have here: absolute, side, ceil, floor, round, trunc, mod, SQ, square root, power, greatest and least. Okay. We'll see one by one now. So very simple functions. The name itself, it is their number functions. Okay, so we are going to work with all numbers now. Okay, so I don't want to tell anything about ABS. Let me go to this SQL developer and I'm writing direct example and we'll see what is the functionality of this ABS. Okay, ABS, and then I'm just writing 12. Okay, this is not related to any table, so I'm just writing dual ABS of 12. Okay, absolute of 12. What is the output? What is the output? It is just 12. Let me write another thing, ABS of minus 12. Okay, just observe the output for the first one and for the minus 12 also. What is the output? Same. When it is plus 12, output is 12 only. When it is minus 12, output is plus 12. Okay, let me write one more example there itself. I'm writing here absolute of 0. Okay, absolute of 0 is 0. Fine. Just for your purpose, I'm writing one more example here, that is minus 478. Okay, so what is the output? Same 478 only, but it is just giving absolute value, nothing but with simply to say without this symbol. Okay, without that symbol. So it is just going to return absolute value. You can write any number. Okay, you can pass any input to this absolute function. So what it will return? The same value, it will come as an absolute. Okay, so simply to say here without minus. Clear? So there is nothing much to discuss about this function. Simply it is returning absolute value. Okay, so now next function is sine. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm just replacing ABS with this sine function. Right, I'm just executing all together. Let's see what is the output of all these four examples. If we see sine of 12, what is the output? 1. Sine of minus 12, minus 1. Sine of 0, of course 0. Sine of 478, minus 1. What do you understand from there? Let me write one more example for you. Select sine of, I'm just writing minus. Okay, I written some number there, some big number I written from dual. That's it. See the output. Okay, so it is just going to return the output plus 1, minus 1, 0. If your input is positive input, then plus 1 will come. If it is negative input, I mean if it is a minus input, then you will get minus 1 as the output, and if it is a 0 input, you will get same output as a 0. Okay, so that's about sine. Right, so the next one is ceil. What it will do is see. Okay, so it is little important, so I'm just writing here what it will do. It will round the value to the nearest highest value. Okay, and after that, of course, we have one more function here which is opposite to that, floor. Okay, what is this flow? It will round the value to the nearest, okay, to the nearest lowest value. Okay, so simply to say, ceil is nothing but ceiling. Okay, ceil is nothing but ceiling. Floor is nothing but flooring. Where will be the ceiling? Ceiling is nothing but in your room. Where it will be? On the top. Flooring is nothing but in the ground. Okay, on the ground. Same thing here also. Okay, let's see with some one example here. I'm just writing select ceil of from here. Okay, so let me pass one thing here. 2.01. Sorry, 12.01. Okay, so just let me know 12.01 is the input I'm passing. This 12.01 is coming in between of what? 12, and after 12, let me write it this way only. Yeah, after 12, sorry, better, I'll put 2 dots only. After 12, 12.01 will come, right? So after that, 13 will be there. Okay, so the input what I'm passing 12.01, that will be in between of 12 and 13, right? So now what is the nearest highest value for this 12.01? Of course 13, right? So the first value will be coming 13 only, not 14, 15 something, right? So it is just going to now round this value to the nearest highest value. After 12.01, what will come? Rounded highest value, of course 13. Understood? Any confusion there? Let me write one more example there itself. I'm passing now 12 point, okay, just 12. So 12 is nothing but coming in between of 11 and 13. Okay, but see what will happen. Same 12 only, because it's just not crossing, right? This is already a rounded value. 12 is already a rounded value. It's not having any decimals, right? So just coming as it is. Now let's try with one more example. Ceil of 12.99. So what will be the output? After 12.99, which will come the nearest, I mean, what will come immediately? The rounded value, of course, 13. So the output will be 13 again. Okay, so this is about ceil. Okay, if you want, you can also try with minus value. Same thing it will do. It will try to round to the nearest highest value. For example, let me take minus 12.99 only. Okay, so now minus 12.99 is the input I'm passing. Of course, this will come in between of minus 13 and minus 12. Okay, so now what is the nearest highest value? Minus 12 or minus 13. Okay, so this is with minus, so always lesser value is the highest value in case of minus, right? So when compared to minus 12 and minus 13, so minus 12 will be the highest value. Okay, so that's why it is returning minus 12. Simply to say now, what is the functionality of ceil? Nothing but ceiling. It's just going to round the value to the nearest highest value. Okay. Now we'll see the same thing, same example we'll see. Okay, with the flooring. I'm just replacing the ceil with the floor. Okay. So what this floor will do, it will be rounding your input value to the nearest lowest value. Okay. So very simple. There is nothing much to discuss. Okay. So 12.01. So what will be the before value to this 12.01? I mean rounded value. Of course 12 only. So the output is 12 for that. 12 is already rounded. So 12 only the output. 12.99. So what will be the before value to this 12.99? Of course, nearest value is 12 only. So the output is 12. Okay. In case of minus 12.99, what will be the nearest value? Nearest lowest value, of course, minus 13 only. Okay. In case of ceil, it was returning minus 12. So it is a flow. So it is returning now minus 13. Okay. So very simple thing. Understood what is mean by ceil and what is mean by flow? Okay, so I'm just repeating this. What is the difference between ceil and flow? Okay, so ceil is a function. It will round the value to the nearest highest value. Okay, and flow is a function. It will round the value to the nearest lowest value. Okay, so clear, right? So that is about ceil and flow. Now the next two functions are again little important for us, that is round and trunc. Okay, so what round, what is trunc, we'll see now. Okay, so already we discussed about ceiling, right? These functions also will work similarly like ceiling and flooring. Okay, so what it will do, it will round the value. Okay, it will round the value based on second parameter. Okay, this is also going to round the value, but not to the highest value or nearest lowest value. Okay, it is going to round your value based on the second parameter. How it is going to round, we'll see now. Okay, little important. We'll be using this in real time also. Let's see now. I'm just writing round of 12. Anything is there to round? Of course, nothing. No? So if you are not passing any second parameter, then by default, that will take it as a 0. We'll see that. Round of 12 is 12. Very good. Now I'm passing round of 12.48. Okay, so what will be the output for this 12.48? In case of ceil, of course, it will round to the nearest highest value. So the output will be 13. But now it's not like a ceil. It is going to round the value based on a second parameter. But I'm not passing any second parameter here. So what it will do, we'll see now. What is happening? It's just returning 12. Okay, why it is returning 12? Little confusion will be there. Please listen carefully. Okay, so what is this mean? Yeah, I'm not passing any second parameter means by default, it will consider it as a 0. Okay, it is considering now as a 0. Means what is meant by the second parameter value? I need 0 parameters, 0 decimals in my output. How many decimals I need? 0 decimals I need in my output. That's it. I'm just taking till there. Okay, if you want, I'll just execute it. Same thing is coming, right? For your purpose, I'm just writing same 12.59, 0. Okay, so in second example, I have not passed anything. So by default, it will take it as a 0. Now I'm passing second parameter value as 0. Let's see what will happen. Okay, I need 0 decimals. Correct. I'm not getting any decimals, right? Yes or no? It's very important thing. There will be a confusion definitely. So I told in the second example, if you are not passing anything as a second parameter, by default, it will take it as a 0. Okay, so what is meant by second parameter? I told here in this example, 0 means I need 0 decimals in my output. That's it. Okay, so now for the third one, output is 13. Am I getting any decimals here? Of course, no, 0 decimals. In second example, also 0 decimals I'm getting. Correct, only it is coming. But for the second example, 12.48, output is 12. But third one, 12.59, it is returning 13. So means there is a simple logic here. What is that? How many decimals I need? 0 decimals you need. Okay. Means till here I need. Okay. So after this dot, what is the immediate value for me? I'll consider that every time. Okay. I need 0 decimals, right? So 0 plus 1 means first decimal value. What is the first decimal value? In third example, first decimal value is 5. In second example, it is 4. Okay. So if it is the value what I'm comparing now, so first decimal value 5, it will just check whether this 5 is equal to 5 or more than 5. Okay, so whatever the decimal value I'm comparing, I'm considering, so that value is more than or equal to 5 or not. Okay, so every time that will be checking. So now in third example, I need 0 decimals. Okay, so 0 decimals means I need only till here. So I have to remove this thing, right? So the first decimal I'll consider now. 0 plus 1. First decimal is 5 here. This 5 is more than or equal to 5 or not. Of course, it is equal to 5. So what it will do? It will add number 1 to the before number of 5. What is the before number to the 5? 2. So it will add 1 to the 2. So 2 plus 1, it will become 3. So the output is 13 here. Okay. But in case of second example, same 0 decimals. I need only till here. 0 plus 1 is 1. After 12, what is the first decimal? Of course, 4. 4 is not equal to, sorry, not more than 5. So I'm not doing any changes to that. Okay. I'm not adding any 1 to this before number 4. So it is just coming as it is 12. So very, very important thing. Little confusion will be there. If you have confusion, not understanding, let me know. That is the word round. Very simple. Let me do one thing. Now, first example in the second line. Round off 12, 1. What will be the output? I need 1 decimal in my output. Okay. So I am passing now second parameter as 1. Right? So means I need 1 decimal in my output. Of course, in my input, I don't have any decimals. So no problem. It will just return 12 only, right? Yes, it is 12K. Good. Now, second example for 12.48, I am passing same 1 again. Okay. So what will be the output for this? I need 1 decimal in my output. So means till 12.4 I need. Okay. So what I need here? 12.4 I need actually. Okay. So after 12.4, what is remaining here? 8. 8 is more than or equal to 5 or not? Yes, it is more than 5. If it is more than 5, then you should add number 1 to the before number of 8. What is the before number of 8? 4. So it will become 4 plus 1, 5. Means output will be 12.5. Let me execute. See? Is clear? Now, for third example also, let me pass, instead of 1, you can pass 1, otherwise you can also pass 2. Let me pass 2. Okay, I'm executing now. Okay, before executing, let's see. I need two decimals in this. Okay, means 12.59 I need. After 12.59, anything is there? Nothing is there, right? Let's see. Just coming as it is. Okay, so if you write 1, I need only 12.5. After 12.5, what is the first decimal value there? 9. 9 is more than 5? Yes. So then what you have to do? It will add 1 to the before number of 9. So 5 plus 1, it will become 6. So the output will be 12.6. I'll write one more example for you. A round off. Let me write one big number. Okay, 5673, comma, and let me write 3 or 2. Okay, you can write 2 or 3, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm writing 2 now. I need two decimals in my output, right? 12.56. After 12.56, what is the first decimal value is there? 7, right? So that 7 is more than 5 or not? Yes, it is more than 5. So what it will do? It will add 1 to the before number of 7. What is the before number of 7? 6. So it will add 1 to the 6. So it will become 5, 7. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's do this way. Now, I just want to try by writing -1 as the second parameter. -1 means, I need one decimal in my output. 2 means I need two decimals in my output. But I'm passing minus as the second parameter. So means I need -1 decimals in my output, right? So means what it will do. Okay, so just to avoid the confusion, I'm writing here like this, or you can write like this something. Okay, so what is meant by -1? So before I used to take these decimals, right? 1 means I used to work out with the decimals. 2 means I used to work out with decimals. But -1 means we have to work out with before decimal value. You have to work out now with before that point is there, right? Dot. Before dot, you have to start working. So 1. What is the 1 here? So this is the 1. That is the first digit, right? So that is the 1. So what will happen? I'm just executing. See what is the output for that? Okay, just to avoid the confusion, I'm just removing remaining all. Okay, let me execute only this. What is the output? It is 10. Actually, the value is 12, but I'm getting output as 10. Means what is happening here? So -1. -1 means it will start working with the before dot value. What is the before dot value in this? 12. Okay. So what is the second parameter? -1. -1 means the value here is 2. So immediately it will place 0. Okay. Immediately it will place 0 in place of 2. That's it. So it became 10. Okay. It became 10. Understood right till now? Understood or not? I'm writing one more example. So this time, what I'm writing, 612. It may have any number of decimals, no problem. Okay, and I am passing -2. Okay, so -2 means same. This is 1, this is 2. So what is -2 here? This is the 1. 1 is -2 value, right? 1 is -2 value, and I crossed till here. So it is going to place 2 zeros in place of 1 and 2, right? So the output will be 600. Simply placing zeros there, correct? So now one last example for us. Same thing. I'm passing -2. You can pass any number of decimals, but what I'm writing here, let me write here 362. Okay, so what is -2 here? 62 is -2, right? 6 is the -2. First, it will place 2 zeros in place of 6 and 2. So the output will be 300.
300.
300. Okay, but what is the second value here? I mean, -2 value 6. So it will consider now again 6 is more than or equal to 5 or not. In previous examples also, it is checking whether that value is more than or equal to 5 or not. Okay, of course, that was having 1 or 2 like that. So it was coming as it is just by replacing zeros. But here the second value is 6 and it is more than 5. So it needs to add 1 to the before number of 6. What is that before number? 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Already 2 zeros are there. So the output will be 400. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is about round. It is just going to round your input value based on your second parameter. That's it. Very simple. Clear, right? Now we'll go to trunc. Trunc is just little opposite to round. I'm just replacing the same input values with the trunc. 1 second. Okay. So trunc of 12, trunc of 12.48, trunc of 12.59, 0. Okay, here also, if you are not passing any second parameter, means by default that will consider it as a 0. Okay, and we'll see the output and then we'll discuss what is this trunc. Trunc of 12 is 12 only, good. Trunc of 12.48, same 12 only, like in round. Trunc of 12.59, it is returning 12 only again here. But in case of round, what it returned? See, if you want, it returned 13 there. Because it was calculating whether that first value is more than or equal to 5 or not something. Okay, but in case of trunc, I'll just check what is the second parameter. Okay, in this example, second parameter is 0. And even in the second one, also it is by default 0. So means, you know already what is meant by 0. I need 0 decimals in my output. Right? So 0 decimals means I need only 12 as the output. That's it. After 12, what is the next value? Of course, 5. But I'm not going to consider this at all. Okay, means I'm not going to check like whether this value 5 is more than or equal to 5 or not. I'm not going to check that condition here. If it is more than or equal to 5, I used to add 1 to the before number in case of round. But now here, I'm not going to check with that. How many decimals you want? That's it. That many decimals, it will just give it to you. Understand right till there? You will understand more easily in the second example now. Simple. How many decimals you want? It will return those many decimals. That's it. In case of 12,1, there is nothing, no decimals. Okay, it will just return. Okay, so now here 12.48, 1. So means I need 1 decimal, right? So I need 12.4. Just I need 12.4. That's it. After 4, there is a value 8. Correct. But I won't consider that. I'm not going to check whether this 8 is more than 5 or not. I'm not going to check. I'm just going to return 1 decimal. That's it. Clear? So even in this example also, I need 1 decimal. So It is just going to return 12.5, 12.5. I'm not going to consider again here also 9 is more than 5 or not. Okay. So basically, trunc means it's just going to truncate everything. Okay. Just going to trunc everything means nothing but removing. It is not considering remaining thing, whatever is wastage here. Okay. I need 2 decimals in this last example. So it will take only 12.56. After that, 7.3 is there. That's fine. No problem. It won't consider. It will just return 12.56. Clear? Very simple thing. Okay. Now, the last example here, we'll try by passing minus value as the second parameter and we'll see. Same thing. How we were working with raw. In case of trunc also the same thing. Only the difference is I'm not going to check the value is more than or equal to 5 or not. Okay. So let's see. In case of 12.56 comma minus 1. So means this is the minus 1 value. So it will be just replaced with 0. Before is 1 is there. So 10 will be the output. Right? Here minus 2. What is minus 2? This one. So 2 zeros will come there. And the next is 6. So 600 will come output. That's it. In case of here, minus 2, right? 62 is minus 2. So 2 zeros will come there. And the second value actually 6 here. But I'm not going to compare with 5. So the output will be 300 only here. But in case of now, that output was actually 400. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about round and trunc. Okay. So I'm just repeating. Round means it is just rounding the value based on the second parameter. Okay. If second parameter value is after second parameter value, whatever value is there, if that value is more than or equal to 5, it will add 1 to that before number. If it is not more than or equal to 5, it will just return as it is till that value. In case of trunc, it will round the value based on second parameter, but it is not going to consider after second parameter value is more than or equal to 5 or not. That's it. Clear, right? Okay. So the last few functions are there. MOD, sqrt. These are small functions we'll see now. I'm just writing one here. I don't know what is this. Let's see first. We'll execute it and then we'll see what is this MOD. Okay. So after writing MOD of 9, 3, the output is 0. Okay. So 9 by 3. What will happen 9 by 3? 3 3 is 9. So what is remainder value? What is remaining? 0. So that is nothing but 0. Let's do one thing. Let me write one more example here. 9, 2. So now it's nothing but 9 by 2. 9 divided by 2. What will be the remainder value? If I do 9, sorry, 9 divided by 2. 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 2 4 ja 8. So what is remainder? 1 is the output. Okay, so just going to return remainder value. Okay, after division, whatever the remainder value is coming, that is just going to return. Okay, now let's try with the square root from here. We'll write here 2 3. What is meant by 2 3? is nothing but 2 to the power of 3. Okay, so nothing but you have to do 2 into 2 into 2, 3 times 2 to the power of 3. I think I'm correct. Sorry, invalid number of arguments. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, let me write just 9. Okay, so this is square root. Okay, so it's not a power function. I thought it in power. Okay, it's a square root. Nothing but square root of 9 is a completely mathematical function. Square root of 9. Okay, so square root of 9 is nothing but 3. I'll write one more example so then you will understand what is exactly square root. 25. Understood now? Exactly, it is just multiplying with the same number. In case of 9, 3 into 3, 9. Here 5 into 5, 25. Okay, let me write one more example. Square root of something I'm just writing. Okay, so the output is 25. So nothing but 25 into 25 is 625. Clear? Just to understand more clearly, I'm writing one other number. Okay, just 625 is there, right? Let me write 700. Now understood? So in case of 625, square root was 25 here. For 700, it just became as 26.45 something. Okay, whatever the output came, if that output into the same thing, if you do, 700 will come as the output. Understood, right? So that is square root. Okay, so the next function is power. Select power of. So the same thing I'm just writing 2, 3. It's nothing but 2 to the power of 3. So I'm doing now 2 into 2 into 2 for 3 times. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. That's it. Okay, let me do this. Power of 4 to the power of 2 or 4 square. Nothing but you have to do 4 into 4, 2 times.
60.
60, that's it. Understood, right? What is this? This is also simple mathematical. Don't play with the Zoom. Don't switch on any videos. Don't unmute your mics. Don't disturb the class. Okay, so that is our power. Okay, now last two functions. One is greatest, another one is least. So very simple. Actually, there is nothing to discuss. Okay, but very simple thing. Let's say now select greatest of. I'll write something inside of that greatest. We have to pass some input values to this greatest. Okay, anything. So I'm passing some numbers to this. Okay, I passed some numbers here. Among these listed values, it will just pick one highest value. That's it. Very simple. Okay, so it is simply telling 240 is the highest value among these listed values. There is nothing much. Okay, so same input values I'm taking, but I'm writing list, just opposite to that. So whatever the values we listed from that list, it is just going to pick one small value, lowest value, least value. Okay, So it is telling 2 is there somewhere. So 2 is the least value from that input values. Okay. So very simple thing. There is nothing much also to discuss. Okay. So this is about completely number functions. Fine. If you have any questions or confusion, let me know. So in these functions, you will get a situations to use around trunc to work while working in real time. Okay. Sometimes you may get situation to use ceil or floor or something else also. But most important in this class is round and trunc.